I'm with Rick Marks, who owns this beautiful Mustang Fastback. Rick, welcome to Stable of Speed, and tell us about your beautiful car.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff. It's a 1965 Shelby GT350. They're pretty rare. They only made 562. This one is number 274. But I think the beauty of this car is that it's been a race car virtually all its life. I've traced its history right back to the day that it was delivered new.
Really?
And I've spoken to the original owner's son, who's now in his mid-60s. Unfortunately, his father passed away. But they actually drag raced the car in the 60s, and then in 1970 it was bought by a guy called Al French, and he built it into an SCCA B production sports race car, and it's virtually been a race car since 1970, a circuit race car since 1970, yeah. And it came to Australia in 2010, and I bought it last year from Melbourne, yeah. So I've run it, this is the third event. I ran it November Eastern Creek here last year, and then I took it to Phillip Island in March, and this event this weekend, yeah.
And it'd be a handful today in the wet weather. So what kind of horsepower is it producing? Do you know it all, Rick?
Yeah, it's 433 horsepower at the rear wheels. So it's got a fair bit of power. It's still got the 289 engine in it, as it came with, and we've done a little bit to it since I've had it to bring it right back to the period when it first started racing. So, late 60s, early 70s. As it went through its racing career, things were more modern componentry were fitted to the car, such as seats and steering wheel and those sorts of things. And we've changed it right back. So virtually this is how the car ran, in the first part of its career.
Yeah. And that's the way it should be, and that's what historic racing's all about. It's a beautiful car, Rick. And Rick also owns the ex-Warren Weldon Needham Studebaker that raced at Bathurst, which we'll be doing a story on later on in the series. Rick, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you.